Good morning. As the moderator of the Student Senate, I'm happy to bring you the speeches for Student Body Vice President and Student Body President. Today you'll be hearing from 3 seniors who have taken the time to think through what they would like to say to you, so we'd ask you to please carefully listen to what they have to say and then take the time tomorrow during lunch to vote for the candidate of your choice. You'll be hearing from 1 student who is running for Student Body Vice President, and that's Adria Kunkel. After Adria, you'll hear from 2 students who are running for Student Body President. That will be Natalie Hoy and Ben Schmidt. Thank you very much for your attention. Here's Adria.
Hi, before we get things started, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Adria Kunkel and I'm running for Student Body Vice President. I can still remember freshman year walking through the lobby doors, not knowing what my next 4 years would look like. Fun memories like my first twin day with Brooke Rosetto, matching in black casts and maternity flannels come to mind. Sophomore year, as my friends and I obsessed over dresses, dates, and groups for homecoming, I remember deciding to wear blue pumps way too high for me to even walk in. My point is, I've had so many fun memories at Wahlert in my past 3 years, and I want to give the student body opportunities to make fun memories like I've had. When looking back at high school, it won't be just the everyday classroom setting we remember, but the fun events like homecoming, Catholic Schools Week, and winter formal. As Vice President, I'd be excited to plan such events that bring great memories to our high school years. Vote me for VP because I care about the high school experience, and I want to make next year memorable for all of us. Thanks.
Hello, Wahlert. My name is Natalie Hoy. I'm a show choirer, a dancer, an avid Netflix watcher, a B-team athlete, and hopefully your future student body president. As a person who means business, let's get to the chase. I started asking around to find out what you guys think is working and what you want to see in our school next year if I was elected as president. Here's what I found out. You guys want to make school more fun. Thanks to the lovely suggestion box, many activities during homecoming week, Catholic Schools Week, and other days do get brought up. As president, I would take your ideas and make them happen by making sure we are on solid ground with administration. That way, activities we care about can be approved. I'm comfortable talking with our moderator, Ms. Wagner, in a way that she respects. Next, school spirit. We've come a long way with school spirit in the past few years. I'm going to be completely honest and say that Student Senate itself doesn't have much power over changing the negative attitude about school events. What I can and will do, however, is make sure that themes for games are communicated early in the week and not switched mid-week. We can put examples of what to wear on Twitter or WCTV to encourage everyone to get involved at games and on dress-up days. So now that you've heard some of my goals for next year, why should you vote for me? First of all, I have experience. I've been treasurer for 3 years, and the fact is, I know how Senate works. I know how many cups you need at a dance, where to get a homecoming crown, and most importantly, how to plan and get things approved. Secondly, I have motivation. Freshman year, I ran for Senate, mostly because I'm unathletic and needed something else to do with my life. After 3 years, however, being on Senate is more than just a title for me. I've worked every seminar this year with Junior Senate to plan winter formal, Catholic Schools Week, and prom. I'm sure some of you lost interest a while ago, but if you hear one thing, I want it to be this. I genuinely care about this school. I drive 12 minutes to Wahlert every morning in an old Jeep with 9 Wahlert parking stickers on the back. Wahlert has just always been a part of my life. I may not have the loud personality or the cool jokes, and I may not come from the legendary Bonnie Court, but if one thing's for sure, I'm willing and have been willing for 3 years to put in the work that is needed to get stuff done. So when you're at the voting tables tomorrow, I ask you to think of who you want to see leading your school next year. Thank you.
Hello, Wahlert. My name is Ben Schmidt, and today I'm announcing my bid for Student Body President. As some of you may know, I'm the president of the junior class. During my time as class president last year, I got a feeling of what it's like to be involved in the decision-making here at Wahlert. Like I said last year, no matter what class or office rank you have, certain things such as dress code, renovations, and other similar things will still be determined by the administration. So the job that I'm asking your permission to hold today is to be able to take your ideas and voice them for you. At my work, it is my job to pick up after customers and be at their service. If I can do that for hours, I'm confident I can be at the service of my fellow classmates. One of the best examples of this process was when Alec Weber proposed going to Washington, D.C. Students could not only sightsee there, but also learn more about our government and be able to visit politicians. We brought this idea to Mr. Myers, and now the trip will hopefully be finalized in the near future. An idea like this, from one of us, shows the power we have to implement new things. What we need now is more of these ideas to make Wahlert even better. Another example of my ability to convey your ideas is in lunch committee. While I am a member, I realize that many of you think this committee is a joke. However, I can promise you that the new coffee maker, the return of the slushy machines, and the brisk iced tea, to name a few, are not a joke. Most of my fellow lunch committee members have not held class offices, yet they've impacted the process and changed something we all benefit from. These are just two examples, and I hope as student body president, I will hear several more, not just from my class, but from every member of Wahlert Catholic. I'd sum it up by saying that the question shouldn't be what Wahlert can do for you, but what we can do to Wahlert. Personally, I think Wahlert possesses greatness that cannot be contained to only little things that any class can achieve. We can do more than just plan dances and organize dress-down days. We have the ability to change the schools in ways unimaginable, only with the help of all of you. While running for president last year, I emphasized that everyone's voice deserves and needs to be heard. I want to re-emphasize that point this year. There are numerous people out there, including me, that feel as though we aren't being heard when certain decisions are being made. From having the vending machine in the lunchroom locked during school, to the more strict dress code, we feel as if we have no say. To be heard, we need the school unified as one. I need to do more, and the entire school has to do more. The entire population expressing itself in an organized, respectful manner will have a much greater effect than a few random thoughts or actions. In fact, many of us recently witnessed this unification firsthand with state basketball. From Tuesday's game to Saturday night at the embassy, all of us yelled things like Eagle Power or Wahlert Catholic, expressing the pride we have in our school because of the special achievements of several of our classmates we pass in the hall every day. If we were upset the day before for receiving counting points for not shaving or supposedly wearing clothes that weren't in uniform, I know, I for one, still felt that Wahlert pride. All of us cheered them on. All of us joined together to be one. Now that is my point. We need to come together as a whole to express our ideas, feelings, and whatever else is on our mind that is reasonable. Firsthand, all of us were able to change that grading scale in the beginning of the year. We came together and changed it back, signifying the power the student body can have. We have the power to make Wahlert even better, and do possess real power when we are one. I'm simply offering to be the person who takes your ideas and represents you to the administration, so we can make real changes everyone benefits from. With that being said, I encourage all of you to vote for me, Ben Schmidt, at lunch tomorrow. Thank you.